What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, J2C. I know I'm not successful yet. I know I have like, 3 subscribers, but I'm acting like I'm successful. In my mind, I'm successful. Alright, let's get to it. So, I'm here to talk today about a coin that had a lot of FUD in the beginning. FUD, for those who don't know, is just bad news. People who don't trust it. There was a lot of scam everywhere. And the only reason they were saying that is because it's being run outside a different country. I forget which country. It's maybe Poland. But people were worried that they were just stealing the money and they were not really progressing. But that's just not true. So a little background on the coin. And Student Coin, obviously, is the one we're talking about. It was created with the intention of allowing people to create their own coin easily without only filling out a small form. No technical background, no work involved. You can set the number of coins, you can do everything. And this allowed you to finance your own tuition, college. So that was the main goal behind it, hence the name Student Coin. But you can also create DeFi tokens, you can create NFTs, sell your own stuff pretty easily. And people kind of initially, like myself, got in the ICO stage. And it's been developing ever since. I mean, their websites are phenomenal. There's so much detail. And they didn't exactly answer a lot of questions initially, and that's what caused a lot of the FUD. A lot of fear from these people that were saying it was fake, it's a scam, it's everything. There's a lot of things that just were wrong with it. But it was all just communication from their communication team. They've still been progressing. So as the ICO stage was going live, the coin value was starting to skyrocket. Let me go ahead and show you here. So this is their main page, and as you can see, they claim to have 500 universities. I don't know if that's true. Maybe they had students in each university that were working with them, not necessarily fully supported by these universities themselves. However, you don't really need the university to support you in order for you to generate your own funds. As long as there were students in each of these universities, I guess that could work. Again, everything I say is not financial advice. I am not telling you to buy, hold, or sell. I'm just giving you some of the facts so that you can make the best informed decision for yourself. So Student Coin, initially, as you could see, they wanted to create their own environment, their own marketplace. There was a whole ecosystem they were building early on. They were kind of pointing out all the different areas that the colleges were supporting. I hope to see this grow. You can see the full list of universities. There was a lot of issues with the website initially. Links weren't working. But even myself, I had some doubt initially, and I reached out to some of the CEOs on here through LinkedIn or anything, and they actually responded and answered some of my questions, which was surprising to me that they actually were responding to people, just not publicly, which caused a lot of the issues. But nonetheless, the coin continued to grow. As you can see, they have their plan here. We're at the end of 2021, and initially after the ICO stage ended, a lot of people sold. And I don't blame them. They were just collecting their profits. The FUD was scaring off a lot of people. So the price kind of tanked and it's been sitting around for a while. But I stuck around. I decided to stake my coins. I have about 300,000 plus, almost 400,000 of these tokens. And by staking them, I got airdrops and other tokens and more STC tokens. So if you guys are interested, you can click on their website. It's studentcoin.org. You can buy. They could tell you how to buy. They're on multiple exchanges now, so you should be able to purchase them. But let's go over to the chart, see what they've done. So as you can see right now, there was a big spike. This was over the past couple days. If you look back in history, you're noticing here, this was the initial ICO stage. And you'll notice it started to go up. It went all the way up as high as, I believe, 5-6 cents. And then this they went live. As soon as they went live, you could see this massive sell-off. And a lot of it was due to people who thought that this was a scam. But I did a lot of research, and a lot of the people saying that this was a scam was just baseless. So even where it stands now, it was up 105% from where it started. And if you would have gone to this point, I mean, you had thousands and thousands of dollars available. So what happened here? So we're going back to a week. Everything has been pretty stagnant since the ending of the ICO for this. And you'll notice here that something happened. It started to go up. And this was all within a day. It started to go up. Well, I went to their Facebook page, and they had made an announcement. Let me get to their Facebook page real quick. Oh, my bad. So, they made an announcement that their terminal is finally going to be released December 21st. This is huge. This means they're going to open up the ecosystem. You can create your own tokens. You can do everything here. So this is going to be massive. I believe that this is going to finally start to have utilization for the student coin. And there are other tokens that have already been released. Lean, SMT. There's some marketing-based tokens. I'm sorry, And so this is big news. This is what people have been waiting for. I mean, regardless, if you go back in history, regardless of all the fun, they've been posting their updates continuously. They're on different programs to communicate with people back and forth. There's tech support. They've been responsive. I have seen no reason for this to be something false. I mean, this would be the longest running scam if ever. You might see a few of my comments on there. I myself, as an investor, was a little upset with them. I said, I've been with you guys for a long time, and you guys are asking what investors want, and we want to see gains. We want to see this go live. And sure enough, here it is. They're going live. And there's a lot of things going on around this. And so this is why I'm sharing this coin with you, because it has potential. Now, of course, you have to do your research. If you're in one of the states like I am, I'm in New York. Yes, sir, not New York City. I'm an hour and a half north of New York City. But you will see that certain laws prevent you from buying them directly. Now, you got to do your own research. I'm not telling you to buy. I'm not telling you to do anything other than just giving you the facts and giving you knowledge about a coin that's out there. This coin has massive potential. And if you go to one of the charts, it has just, it's very low. And considering that this was almost at 5 cents, this is massive. It's had, the volume is relatively low. And that's why I think this is one of those potentials that you can get in early. I can't tell you where this is going to be. Nobody can predict where these things are going to be down the line. But I can only imagine that when this goes live, you're going to see a large adoption again, and not just people who are crying scam, scam, scam. The page itself allows you to sell at any point. You're not stuck here unless you do what I do, where I staked for like 180 days at a time, and you're getting rewards. And they're talking about increasing the APY returns on the staking. I expect this to have a lot of adoption, and people kind of played it off like I've seen other YouTubers when they go and they look at it and they say, this is kind of a shit coin. It's just going down and down over time. Not really. They don't understand. They don't make the time, and I'm not offending anybody. I get it. If a token's not really doing anything, you don't want to really spend the time. But I believe this has massive potential. And this is one that's not really talked about anymore. And a lot of people only really circulate around the common tokens, SHIB, Dogecoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Bitcoin. Why? Because they're in the front page, they're the news. That's what YouTubers want to see. But when you really want to get into something early, you really got to look for these altcoins. I was explaining this to my wife, who's very limited knowledge on cryptocurrency, and she asked, why don't I buy Bitcoin? And I said, I do, and I could. Bitcoin would be a good place to store my savings account. Obviously there's risk, but it has potential to grow as we go on. It's been the one that recovers and gives you back the most gains. But I said, if I put $1,000 into Bitcoin now at the price of $50,000, for me to make double, the Bitcoin would have to go to $100,000. That's only $1,000 gains. Whereas some of these, tokens, let's say I bought a student coin at a penny, and I put $1,000 when it was at a penny, and it went to 10 pennies, I'd have $10,000. So what is more likely to happen? Obviously Bitcoin is bound to go up past $100,000. That's just my opinion. That is not fact. Again, I'm not telling you to buy, sell, or hold your Bitcoin. But even if it goes to $100,000 Bitcoin, I'm only doubling my money. Whereas this, if it goes up to 10 cents from a penny, I've already 10x my money. So this is why I'm a bigger fan of altcoins, smaller coins, especially coins that have massive potential like student coins. They're not as risky once they get this big as some of the meme coins. I mean, you always know. I mean, I've seen coins appear. There was Dogecoin, and then I saw a Doge token, and the only thing that Doge token said was that it's a greener version of Dogecoin. So I mean, there's a lot of scams. You have to be very careful, and I always recommend using something like Coinbase or a cold wallet where it's not stored on the system. You store it on a USB. Security is a big thing. You do not want to log into your computer and find out that because you decided to use some random strange exchange that maybe they don't have all the full audit features, or they're not as secure as like Coinbase or some of the other ones, or crypto.com. You don't want to lose your money. I mean, people can hack them and steal your money, and you'd never know. I mean, especially if they're outside the country, what are you going to do? So always be safe, always be secure. Again, student coin, I think it's a very strong one. I think it has a lot of potential. So if you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments. Again, my name is Jose Contreras. I hope to see you guys in the next video. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe now, like the video, it helps me out, and I'll see you next time.